Hello everyone, this is Imperial Majesty Temporary Candy called Zuvan Kandai here, and today we have this 1v1 between me and Ancient Sword for the DEI Colloseum tournament, which I will link the Discord in the description. So the DEI Colloseum tournament, it's 1v1 land battles. You have about 4 to like 9 factions depending on your culture. I am playing as the Western Greeks, and the culture that Ancient Swords team on is the Outer Greeks. He's playing as Syracuse, and I chose Pergamon. Funds were 30,000 with large army, which makes that 60,000. You're limited to 18 elite units. More information in the Discord. And we're using the Divid Impera 1.2627 mod. So let's go over my army first. I have 6. I'm going to be reading the translator name in the bottom and not the Latin name because I don't know how to speak Latin. Unlike vanilla, I do not know all the units in here. So Pergamene companion cavalry, 6 of them, and then I have 2 heavy lancers. I have 2 Pergamene peltas. I have 2 Cretan archers. I have 2 mercenary Rhodian slingers and 2 Thralian slingers. I have 7 elite bodyguard infantry. So what happens here is all my infantry, I gave them 1 chevron. I did not give, and same with my cavalry, I just didn't give chevrons to my missile units. Yeah, that's all for that. 7 elite bodyguard infantry. I have 2 Gallic mercenary sword band. I have 2 Galatian self swords. I have 2 Pergamene serial swords. I have 5 Pergamene pikemen, 2 Pergamene serial swords, 2 actually I have 4 Pergamene serial swords. I have 2 Cretan infantry, and I have 2 Greek javelin cavalry. That's pretty much it from army. Now, let's advance a little further and check what Syracuse has to offer. Alright, so let me count the unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so 10 cavalry, 6, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 7, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so all the entire army is revealed here. I took 38 troops. Syracuse took 40 troops. Whoops. Alright, so. Whoops, slow-mo. He has a Syracusan Royal Cavalry and 4 Syracusan Citizen Cavalry. And then, over here he has 5 Therios Cavalry. He has 3 Therios Spears, actually 6 Therios Spears. He has 6 Thorax Spear, 2 Syracusan Guard, 6 Greek Slingers, and then 10 Syracusan Heavy Infantry. I'm going to try to use melee and tie down his 5 Therios cavalry, and I'm going to bring my cavalry over because this is cheap javelins. I'm just gonna tie them down. I can use my other cavalry to just kill them. And even though I only have 4 long-range missile units, I'm confident to win this battle against the Greek slingers. Alright, so I'm trying to get some javelin volley off, but I fell. I'm not able to. They have 23 armor and I don't have any, so I'm gonna get destroyed. So I tied him down, which I'm also destroying his slingers. Ouch. Oh yeah, for the rules, unit size around large. What is going on here is that I have 8 cavalry units. I split 5 to match his his 5 cavalry units, and I take the rest of the 3 to try to go eliminate the Therios. The Therios cavalry, or like I call them Tarantines. He knows that he's losing his missile fight, so he's gonna be forced to engage in the melee, or else after I finish the missile, I'm just gonna start shooting his infantry. He's shifting up his army, and here goes my plan into tying them down. And I'm moving my shock cav over, or just cavalry. There's no melee cavalry in this game. Slingers are dying. I do still have my 2 peltas. He is shifting over his cavalry, so I'm going to match his. My plan kinda worked. First of all, he's giving spears to support. And for example, I'm tying this one down. This one can shoot me, which is what's happening. There goes my javelin cavalry, and this is just sitting there. I do eventually charge it. But yeah, yeah. I kinda finished them off, but they still have some remaining in the end. Over here I had my light infantry engage his spears. He's charging his infantry up against my pikes. I don't think it'll be pretty for him. And he's charging from the front. This pike has not been supported, so he could have easily just gone around. Maybe not around to show his back, but he could like flank from the side. My missile units are doing some weird stuff, I think. Nope. I put in I try to have these Gallic mercenary swordband attack them because they have an armor of 38 and I have an armor penetration of 12, but my pikes are in the way, so I don't even, like, you can see it's combat even, but they're not killing anyone. It's just barely on the top. It's just the pikes that are not even killing stuff. Yep. Thorax Spearman against my elite bodyguard infantry. I think I should win this. I'm trying to pull through this gap with my Cretan infantry. My peltas are shooting. He finally managed to get one of his Syracuse heavy infantry. Over here, I catch his cavalry off guard. So on these 2 units, he did not get a charge. Actually, on his general, he didn't get a charge, which, even getting a charge, I have superior cavalry. So I should confidently win that. My pikemen are getting surrounded, but I'm just shooting them from the back with my peltas. Uh, yeah, I'm just losing because of their javelins. Some of them are doing well, some of them aren't. He finally gets his throw spears around my rear. But I can't just like let him on my rear. I am winning the left flank, but I'm losing the right flank, and I'm holding in the middle. Right now, this trying to get into the flank of my pikes. I do flank him with my bodyguard infantry that I have had on reserve, and I'm shooting him from the rear. But I think my sling is out of ammunition now. He does manage. I have these bodyguard infantry trying to tie down his Thera spears, but he still managed to get some to the back of my general, which he'll actually get some kills. So I have to move quickly and over here because his 40 units takes a lot of micro. That should be an end of that Thera's cavalry. It's pretty. The balance of power is pretty even. I am winning against his Syracuse heavy infantry. Over here, my Thera swords are starting to break, but my pikemen are not. I shoot the Thera spears from the back. They do have armor of 20. I'm cleaning up his Tarantines. And over here I'm wrapping up the sword fight. Yeah, I just outclassed his citizen cavalry with my companion cavalry. They held up for a surprisingly long time. And his royal cavalry is being destroyed because they didn't get charged. My pelt is going to melee, hitting the back. My pikes are wavering. I didn't pull them off from the spear engagement. I think I eventually managed to pull them off, but I'm not right now. I'm losing. Yeah, that's Stanford at my right flank, getting wrapped around. I'm shooting him from the rear. Which, let's take a resume. So what's going on is, as you can see, his citizen cavalry is starting to break, so I can pull my cavalry over and hit them from the rear, and I can just continue continue this hammer and anvil until his entire army is gone, and I'll just have to use my entire my army to clean up the rest of his units that haven't seen major combat. There goes that cavalry unit, but I'm winning against his There's cavalry, which did not do bad against my companions. Yeah, 12 attack, 13 defense, 36 charge bonus, not bad at all. My Thera swords broke, but my pikemen are still holding. My peltas, I think, used all their ammunition, so I'm gonna use them in melee then. His general is dead. My cavalry routed. Because I'm getting hit in the rear, I get some penalty. I chose these pike peltas because they're not bad in melee. Yeah, my creatures also on ammunition. The only thing left, I think, is my slingers, which I end up using all the ammunitions anyways. But I think I'm pretty confident I have this battle under control. I should just recharge these Sark spears. I don't know what's taking me so long. 100 kills, 81 kills are not bad. I'm not somehow not recharging, but anyways, I'll wrap around with my other infantry. Anyways, I have pike here, which I'm pretty sure I dropped the pikes. Yeah, I dropped the pikes and just charge. 20 charge bonus is not horrible for a pike unit. But stuff to behave differently because it's Dividend Impera. My right flank is finally starting to crumble. One of my bodyguard infantry broke. I held up for a surprisingly long time. My Cretan infantry are not doing bad against his Syracuse guards. The left flank of the center is owned by me, and I'm about to finish off the left flank completely. But my right flank hasn't crumbled as bad as his right flank. So I'm going to start charging into the rear. This is my hammer. I mean, this is my, yeah, and that's my anvil. I think that's what it is. Yep, I'm gonna be charging them from the rear. Which, the balance of power is now shifting horribly into my favor. And, yeah, his units just start mass routing soon, and I have this game under control. And I have won this match. Flax Spearman, 79 kills, 71 kills, you're doing amazing. Those stereo spears. I'm gonna go cycle charge up. My bodyguard infantry are bowling these stereo spears. I charge them. Right, so over here, I finally broke his entire left flank. But I don't really need him anyways, because he doesn't have much unit on the field. He has 4 units now. So they should start breaking soon. Well, there's 20 seconds in the battle, so that one is going to break first. And army losses comes in, and yeah, those two are gonna break. So let's go to the kill really quick. Alright, so I lost 2,000 and I killed 3,400. He did the exact opposite. Looks like I have some friendly fire, 20 units of friendly fire, most probably coming from my slingers. GG to Ancient Sword. He didn't do bad. He did pretty well, but you know, I exploited his advantage. I caught his cavalry off guard, because cavalry in this game can turn the tide of the advantage. He could just come around and started hammering and anviling my army, my units from the rear, like I did to his, if he had won the cavalry engagement, if all his units got a charge, and if his Terran team weren't caught and were able to finish off my cavalry decisively. So, General getting 105 kills, and this one getting 60, 112. These three still alive, 130, 52. My Javelin Cavalry did pretty much nothing. These Lancers, 120 and 70, not bad. Those are Cretans. This one got targeted by a slinger, so it didn't do as well as that one. Rhodians, yeah, those are Rhodians. Rhodians didn't do horrible. Peltas did pretty relatively great. Cerulean slingers didn't do bad either. These are some Gallic warriors or something. It didn't do horrible. These other Galatian warriors, my pikemen did their job. They held up. The enemy infantry, Cretan infantry did normal stuff because they're pretty cheap. Same with the Syracuse infantry, which were just able to hold until my Syracuse infantry come back and protect. And my elite bodyguard infantry is the diamond of my army, the jewels of my army. They did fantastic. This one didn't do so well. Pretty sure these three would have went on the right flank that got surrounded. These two held off for long. This one didn't do as well. Over here on the Syracuse's side, his cavalry again caught off guard, so pretty much wasted. His Tantines didn't do all that bad, but he only got 3 of my cavalry and 2 of my javelin cavalry, which the costs are pretty similar. His slingers just didn't pay off. 97 kills on this one, not bad at all, but the rest just didn't do enough. And this is the Syracusan Guard, which held up pretty well. Those are, I'm pretty sure, his Thorax Spear, 220, 126. Those two did fantastic, but the rest just didn't do as much. They were for holding. Needed his swords. Actually, no, those are swords, I think. Those are his heavy Syracusan swords, yeah. Well, he didn't, looks like it, because I threw up cheap units at him. Well, I tipped up the rest of the army, because I don't have as much heavy swords as him. He has 10, I only have 8. I only have 7, actually. And his Thorax Spirit, if I translate correctly, 2 of them did fantastic. 4 of them didn't do as well. This one did okay. And the Thorax Spear didn't do all that bad, but again, we're able to change the tide of battle. That's gonna be all for today. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.